How's it going, guys? My name is RighteousNicky and welcome to World of Warcraft Legion. I really wanted to show you something from the game, and the one thing that I wanted to show you was one of my favorite dungeons from this expansion, and that's going to be the Maw of Souls. Now, the Maw of Souls is probably one of the quickest dungeons there, but the reason I like it is because it has like wonderful scenery. So now I'm going to find a mythic group for it, and I'm going to give you a quick tour. If you're not playing the game, maybe I'm going to show you a bit of it, and if you're playing the game, I don't know, maybe show you some Retri Paladin performance, because Retri Paladins are actually pretty weak at the moment. They're probably one of the weakest DPSers out there. And there's nothing we can do about it, because Blizzard has made us like this for this expansion. Like, I don't say we're totally useless, but it's really hard to properly execute damage. And also people people don't add you to groups because of that, because you just suck at damage dealing and they just don't let you join groups, and that really sucks. Also, I'm going to warn you, I'm recording this on the lowest possible graphics. The only thing I have up is the particle density, which is going to give me vision of the spells that are being casted at least. So I'm going to be able to dodge some shit. Okay. Now, as I said, I'm going to find a group here from the pre-made groups, and we're going to go dive right in. Finally! After 30 minutes we found a group. It's a 840 plus group. And yeah, finally, Helheim. I mean, Maw of Souls. So for those who don't know where we are, we're at the entrance of Helheim. Basically, this is the Nordic Hell in World of Warcraft or something. So our goal here on this dungeon is to go to the vault that is going to lead to Hell. This is very connected to, I think, either Nordic or Greek mythology. I really don't know. And we're going to get stopped by Helia. She is the queen of Hell. Yeah. So, don't mind the shitty DPS that I'm going to be performing as a Retri Paladin. Actually, I might actually be performing decent DPS compared to our other people here, because the top class DPSers are somewhere between DKs, Demon Hunters, and Hunters, and there are none of them at the moment here. So that's yeah, that's going to shine a bit more light to the Retribution Paladin. So it doesn't seem like I'm not doing anything at all. So our first boss here is going to be Yumiron, the Fallen King. You might remember Yumiron from Wrath of the Lich King, from Utgard Pinnacle. Basically, Yumiron should have went to the Halls of Valor, that is like heaven, the Nordic heaven. But considering he made a pact with the Lich King in Wrath of the Lich King, he kinda damned himself, so he is on the shores of Hell here. And I don't know what he's doing exactly, but they put him to be a boss here. Okay, now we're going to clear this final trash here. I'm doing least damage. Even the tank is doing more damage than any of us, you would assume. That shouldn't happen, but anyway, what else I wanna share here is the artifact. I'm actually not building my artifact as the guides. Usually the guides tell you to build your artifact for AoE damage, but I have went for single target DPS. And also there are like these artifact relics here. I'm going to show you later in the trash about the artifact if you guys don't know. But let's start this boss first. I'm going to pop up my Avenging Rat. We're going to go with Judgment. We're actually going to go with Bloodlust as well. And maybe I'm going to... Alright, you want to escape from this cell, it generally fears you. And by the way, this is mythic, so if you tend to get hit by like 2 spells, you kinda going to die. But it's not really hard for us because we are really geared. We're 840 plus, and mythics are for 825 plus. Though mythic is currently the biggest, the hardest thing you can do at the moment. Next week they're going to open up the raids. Now those purple shadows, you wanna dodge them. There's an ability, Arise Fallen. He's going to bring skeletons from every shadow here. And Winds of Northern, this is just generic AoE ability that he uses. So that's not a biggie. I can actually stun them here. Bam. Oh, actually. Oh, they're humanoid, not undead. That's really strange. Those are definitely undead warriors. And my cat here is playing with the bank here, unfortunately. Okay. Do I stay or do I finish the boss? I thought that I could stay and finish the boss, but yeah, until I decided what I was going to do and got feared. Like a new quad item. A Talisman of Victory. Usually bosses sometimes drop those artifact power stuff and someone activated the horn. I'm going to show the cinematic, we usually skip them. Now, make that rude gesture. This is going to be the bot, Harboron. Basically he's going to put us in the Nafogar, the Nagafar. I'm going to open this cage. I don't know how we actually managed to open them, but anyway. And we're going to go to the trashes here. So, oh, we actually have a world quest here, but I don't have that world quest. So, this is going to be the trash leading towards the twin boss, Harboron. I'm going to tell you a bit more about him later. And this is the part where this dungeon starts to be very fun for me, especially when you get on the top of the deck, because it's very beautiful up there. Besides the fact that you're seeing actually dark seas of the underworld. I thought that it's pretty beautiful, the scenery up there. But for now we're just going to kill some skeletal pirate dudes here in the core of the boat. Nothing too interesting. And actually, this is the last mythic for me that I'm going to do today. I've been doing mythics all day, like 10 hours or something, just to clear them in my rest day. Usually one mythic takes around 30 minutes on average, maybe a bit less. It really depends on the group and if you wipe. But generally, it very rarely happens that you wipe. You just need to, you know, dodge some spells and that's it. Okay. Yeah, I want to talk about the artifact a bit. This is like relics that you get for your artifact. Those are like gems, but those gems have item levels and they give you some like talent bonuses that are close to your artifact. So this is the first thing you get, is an AoE ability. Here it is, Wake of Ashes. They just deal some damage in front of you and stuns undead and demon minions. You get increasement to damage to various abilities, and you have this golden abilities later on. Like I'm trying to get this twin one. Like most paladins, retro paladins will go for the ashes for ashes. Is generally the considering guides, it's the most powerful ability. But me, I just don't think that is the case. Like I do agree it's a powerful AoE ability, but I don't want to build my paladin in an AoE way. So I went for the single damage talents. So I generally excel at single damage DPS, not in the AoE DPS. And at AoE DPS I get wrecked heavily. Like people can do around 2 to 5 times my damage in AoE, which is insane. Especially Demon Hunters and Mox. I've seen people doing 1 million damage on trash, which is insane. But yeah, so we're going to climb up the stairs here. We're actually almost up to Harboron. I also wanna boast a bit with this Mythic Warforged trinket that I got. It's a beast trinket for me, so I was lucky enough to get it. Other stuff that I can tell you about the game: you can actually, potentially, very rarely, can actually get random legendary items. Those can drop actually from dungeons as well, but it's very rare. Like I almost have never seen anyone have them yet. 2 of our guildmates have one, and that's just it. Like they have a very low chance of dropping, like maybe 1% or something, and I think that's pretty cool, because I don't know, it's just something that you can get and other people cannot. which kind of makes you unique. Because this artifact, the Ashbringer, all Retro Paladins have this artifact, so yeah. It's pretty cool that you have the Ashbringer, I'll tell you that, but some people might not like it. But Harboron, he actually has a very nice description on the character, but I'm not going to go very into that. Basically, he summons some sights. He also summons these ghostly like minions. You should kill those, interrupt them. Also, sometimes this AoE stuff happens, and now he's going to fragment me. He's going to stun me for 3 seconds and going to create images of my body. And if those images aren't killed, I'm going to be continuously taking more damage. And I don't know why anyone from my group isn't focusing the goddamn images. I guess I'm going to take care of those, but that's really lack of team play there. But yeah. Oh, I got hit by the cosmic side there like a noob. Teammates aren't focusing the ads here, which is pretty sucks. Right, fragment on Terror Car here. Right, let's go help him. Going to stun one of the images. He actually got divided in 3 images. Okay, let's help him out with this one. Okay. Like, no one is focusing the trash. What the fuck, guys? You shouldn't be doing mythic like that. You know, I'm not going to even try to chase those other fragments, because this should be a better task for a ranged DPS than me going chasing them down throughout all the map here. Okay, Harboron's going to die. I'm not going to get any item. And let's see what coin. How? Male Mythic Warforged, interesting. So generally in Mythic you get 480 items, like this one. And sometimes they get Warforged upgrade to 45 or 50. And by the way, this is what I wanted to show you here, guys, the top deck. Like you can see, actually the range isn't good enough for you to see it clearly. Maybe I can up it up a bit to 2. Yeah, the sea. Alright, let's up it up a bit. The view distance. Like, the sea. I really like the sea, man. And there's just tornadoes flying everywhere. Like, very beautiful stuff. But let's focus on this trash here. And we're going to go to the next boss and last one, Helia. Yeah. Generally, I just wanted to show you a bit of Legion here, nothing much. Show you my favorite dungeon from the available dungeons at the moment. There are actually a lot of dungeons available for this expansion. I think there are around 10. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. And 2 of them are only available on Mythic, so you cannot do them on normal or heroic. They're connected to a quest chain, which is pretty cool as well. I should actually focus here. We need to focus this Miscover. I mean, we need to focus their heroes because the trash isn't dying. So I'm going to stop blabbering now and focus on the trash ahead. Interrupt what it's needed. Okay, Missmender, Miscover. Yeah, the Miscover is doing actually the healing. Okay. Because I noticed that the trash isn't dying for some reason, and I thought that I should focus a bit more here. Okay. As you can see, I'm doing pretty shit damage, but those are just paladins, man. Like, Blizzard has made paladins one of the weakest classes currently. I think they might get a bit stronger later on when you get more stats, because haste is a big stat for you, and haste is pretty hard to get at the moment. At least the amounts of haste that are going to push paladin as a competitive PvE class. Actually, paladins are pretty bad in PvP as well, so I actually don't play PvP, but I know that as well. So yeah, it's very hard for me to get in any groups. It's a good thing I have a guild that haven't kicked me out, so I'm going to be able to raid with them next week. Probably going to upload raids from the mythic difficulty once we get to them. Might go for mythic dungeon kingstones videos, I don't know, probably not. But basically, dungeons, after they release the first raid next week, Dungeons are on Mythic are going to be able to be played on a higher difficulty than usual. They're going to have a scaled difficulty, and everything is going to get harder, and you're going to get better rewards from it. So that's pretty good, and it can get harder to almost infinite, I think. I don't think they say that the difficulty has a cap, so you can probably do this dungeon with mobs that have 100% more HP and damage, and you're going to get rewarded much better wood. But I don't know, we're going to see how it's going to work. I have no idea about the Kingstones yet. They just have mentioned that it's something that's going to happen after the raid is released. Also, they're going to put the road bosses available as well, with the Emerald Nightmare being unlocked next week. And yeah, I'm just blabbering a lot of shit that you guys might not understand, but yeah, I'm just... This trash is really taking forever. Usually it doesn't take that much. We're going to kill this mini boss. He is the captain of this ship. Cow, I don't know. Basically, he just summons some pirates and talks in a pirate way, which is pretty cool. I really like his landlubber language. Naglfar. Man, if it wasn't for this pirate, I would have never known how to pronounce this ship name. But yeah. We almost have killed it. Basically this, I don't know, it's like a mini boss before the last boss. He doesn't drop anything, he's just for the funds this here. Kinda get you hit up or something. My final wonder. Okay, now we're going to be able to see Helia. She's like the ruler of Hell in World of Warcraft, so that's pretty interesting. And there she is. Nice, huh?
You all will regret trespassing in my realm.
Okay. We're actually not going to fight her directly at the start. We're going to need to fight her tentacles a bit first. So I'm going to kill her destructive tentacles. Actually, from all this talking, I forgot to give buffs to the raid. I should have done this in the start. Let me just explain you quickly how the buffs work now with the Retri Paladin. I'm going to kill one of those grasping tentacles on the side as well. They don't do anything, just HP bodies. So you get 3 blessings, 3 types of blessings, and you can only give 3 blessings at once. You cannot buff more than 3 people. So you buff yourself and 2 more people. So that's kind of interesting. You don't buff the entire group anymore. So it would seem that it would be a good idea to bring more paladins to have more buffs, but paladins are pretty weak, so that doesn't really matter. I'm just going to finish this tentacle first. You actually want to focus the destructor tentacles because they're the ones that do damage. Also, occasionally some tentacles were going to pop from here to deal damage around them, like this one from the bottom that you saw. And soon we should be able to transition. Yeah, Helia is getting pissed down. Some tons of AoE damage is going to happen on the board. What happened? I don't know why this teammate is saying sorry. Now she's probably going to destroy the... Not probably, but I know it's going to destroy the front of the ship. And now we're going to face her directly. You actually cannot defeat Helia on this dungeon. We're going to Bloodlust here. And I'm going to be a bit careful because she has this cone ability. That you need to watch her animation. Corrupted Below Right, she turned left, so you want to escape the left side there. Okay. And a very cool thing. What? Our hero died? Really? Dude. Alright, one of our people, I think the tank is going to rescue him, the hero. So we're going to have a nice survival here. Alright, again on the left. One thing I really like about bosses in Legion is that they it's not like they down on 0%. Sometimes you face these big HP bosses that you just fight till some percent and the fight is over. So that just show you how strong the bosses are actually, and that you might face them. Oh, I'm talking a bit too much and I'm not looking for the ability. A big noob mistake there. Okay. Okay. Let's pop our shield as well. Right, we did it. Oh, actually, I think this isn't over. We're going to have another transition phase. With some AoE tentacles spawning around here. And I think Halo is going to pop up once more, yeah? Yeah, so there are several other bosses that do that, like you battle them to like 60 or 50% and they escape then. Oh, what? Oh, it was the middle this time, interesting. Right, we did it. And this hero guy died again. Okay, let's see. Oh, got a talisman, but I don't think I'm going to need that, so I'm going to trade, yeah. Because I have a superior neck. It actually doesn't have this bonus effect of increase your movement speed while dead by 30%. This is actually a unique effect that only this neck has, but I need the haste. Because it's my best stat. And guys, this is going to be the Maw of Souls dungeon. I'm going to just equip those artifact power from the bosses. And yeah, I'm just going to teleport back to Harboron. There's nothing really to see in Harboron. Maybe I can show the quest hall of the Paladins. If you haven't seen that, I think it's going to be a very nice thing for you to see for the end. Yeah, basically you have a portal to your quest hall from Harboron, which they made it pretty cool. This is the map to the Broken Isles. Not going to reveal anything else from the maps because I really want you to see it. But I want to show the Paladin quest hall because it's pretty beautiful. So this is in Eastern Plaguelands Light's Hope Chapel, and this is where all the Paladins have gathered, the Order of the Silver Hand. And you're the High Lord because someone that has been leading the Ashbringer had died, and you're the High Lord, so now you're the leader of the champions here. And you see tons of Paladins, not only NPSs but also Alliance and Horde Paladins you can find here. And this is the main room. Simply beautiful, guys. This is where you can upgrade your artifact, get some other appearances. This is the classical Ashbringer, have some color schemes here, and this is an upgraded Great Sword of the Righteous. Haven't unlocked any others. But yeah, guys, this is some quick Legion like overview playthrough and look of one of my favorite dungeons. I just wanted to give you this something from Legion and something from me about World of Warcraft, so that's going to be it from today, guys. So thank you for watching, and until next time, stay righteous. Damage there, but Medivac is coming. Sylvanas here as well. I should stay here for some vision. Let's drain his life a bit. Okay. Oh, what? Wow! Are those guys pre-made or something? Cause that's something I have never seen before. Medivac plus Nidus, man. Holy shit.